Morning, folks. Snowing. I love snow. But this is Cologne. Means latest this evening today or next morning we'll be gone. So let's talk about weather. In order to have a starting point, let's assume we walk the Camino Frances from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port over the Pyrenees to Santiago, and we will start in May. May is a beautiful time because it's not too hot and everything is blooming, everything is green, not that dusty like in summer. In general, you can say on the Camino you will encounter any kind of weather, beginning with snow, rain, thunderstorms, as well as burning heat, 30 degrees centigrade, more. Everything's possible. Funny thing is, it's absolutely not predictable. And first thing that you can't forget on the Camino is your weather app, because there's no forecast possible. Can be that weather app tells you from noon there will be sun, 30 degrees, and 30 minutes before it starts raining and hailing and you only got 10 degrees. Everything possible and everything happened. When starting in May, you have to take into account that there will be snow on the Pyrenees. Not that much that you need some kind of, I don't know, winter equipment, but snow and cold. There's a reason why the Napoleon route over the mountains is closed until April. And can be that even in May they close it because of bad weather, but it's only for your own safety. So if you want to walk the Camino before May, maybe you should consider walking the Val Carlos route around the mountain, not over the top. My first Camino, I started with 3 days of permanent rain, 10 degrees centigrade, wet till the bone. But the next 3 weeks, sunny as hell, almost no rain at all. Was amazing. The next year was the complete opposite. On the first 3 days, I had such an amazing sunburn. Even 2 weeks later, I was peeling off the skin of my face. But after these first 3 days of sun, we had 3 days of permanent rain. Cats and dogs. Wasn't fun at all. I remember my first Camino. I was sitting in a bar at Ontanas, one stop after Burgos. And I was waiting there with my ice cold beer. And in some bars they pour the beer in deep frozen glasses, so that inside of your beverage there's these tiny little ice crystals. It's amazing. Anyway, 32 degrees centigrade, and I was watching all the exhausted and dehydrated pilgrims walking by because they started too late or too many breaks or I don't know, sightseeing, whatever, and they didn't find a bed. That's awful, but better you than me. I became friend with the owners of the hostel or albergue or bar or whatever you want to call it. And the next year, the following year, I stopped there as well. And that year was pouring rain, 8 degrees centigrade. And I was freezing my ass off. Yes, that was English. On my first Camino, I walked the Mesetas. It's a plateau between Burgos and Leon. It's a, 170 kilometer stretch with nothing between the villages. There's no tree, no nothing, no shadow. And it was sun more than 30 degrees and it was awful. There you have to take care that you have enough water with you. The following year was raining every day from morning till night, and the heavy ground was soaked with water, and with every step you grew about 5 centimeters because it stuck on your soles, and when you stopped, the ground sucked your shoes and you couldn't move anymore. It was no fun. And in that context, a little switch to rain gear. For those who think about buying a poncho because it's so comfortable, because it's, you can cover your backpack as well with only one piece of equipment. When you walk the Camino on the Mesetas in storm and rain, and you watch people wearing a poncho, you know what you will not buy. Trust me. On my second Camino, I was at Fontebadon, let's say 2.5 kilometers prior to Cruz de Ferro. And the albergue, I met a girl and she had severe problems with her feet. Uncountable blisters and pain in her knees and stuff like that. And next day she wanted to quit and go back home. And because days before I walked with my friend Tilo, and we were running as hell, and I made some days and I had a kind of a buffer and I had a lot of time. And I said to her, we walk together. We walk slowly. If you want to have a break, we have a break. And I will take you to Santiago. And I promise, when we reach Santiago, the sun will shine. And what can I say? Next days was raining as hell. And 2 days before Santiago, clouds went away, blue sky, and we had the most beautiful weather ever. It was amazing. So never give up, never lose hope. I think it's, in the area of Najera, there's a house with a famous pilgrim poem. It says, polvo, barro, sole, lluvia, es el camino de Santiago. Means something like dust, mud, rain and sun. That's the Camino. And that's all about it. Be prepared for everything and always keep in mind several thin layers keep you warmer than few thick layers. To sum this all up, expect everything because you will get everything. To close this day, short Corona update. Whilst in Germany numbers go down, Numbers in Spain going to the roof. Last day 41,000 new infections and 7-day average 40,000 something. 7-day average in Germany, I don't know, something about 12. Am I convinced that I will walk the Camino in May? No, not at all. Am I convinced that I will walk the Camino this year? Definitely. And by the way, I was at the Camino barber shop. Sorry, Gino. You will have to repair that one day. Anyway, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next week. Ciao, ciao.